Hello and welcome to the first of my Bookbinding with Cass tutorials. I just wanted to use this opportunity to say hello and welcome back any of you that have done my workshops before, and say hello to those of you that might be new to this. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my approach to bookbinding and what I'm interested in, so that you've got a bit of background before starting your workshop. So I am based in Edinburgh. I have a studio in a converted shipping container in Leith, which is really quite appropriate because I'm very passionate about reusing and recycling, and I really like the idea of taking something that might otherwise go to waste or go to landfill and giving it a new purpose. So I very much use that kind of whole ethos with my bookbinding as well. So I often work with remnant leather, recycled bits of papers, old envelopes, and use them to turn them into really nice usable books that have a bit of a story of their own. I like the idea that, you know, we're used to books kind of being a vehicle for telling a story, but when we use recycled materials, the book can become a story in itself. So this is a book that I use to explain my approach to bookbinding. This is a buttonhole bound journal. It is using some remnant tweed for the cover. I have got some recycled grey board in there. This is leather from an old sofa that I've used for the spine of the book. And on the inside, I don't know if you can see that there, I've used old envelopes for my decorative pages. And there I've got a button, so a button from my granny's button jar, which is magical, I'm convinced. It never seems to get empty. And you can see inside here, I've used inside of envelopes as decorative pages. And I also use, for all my workshops now, a type of paper that's called flat white. So this is made from recycled takeaway cups. So there's a great company down in Wiltshire that have designed this paper, and I'll give you links to where to get that from. So that's my approach to bookbinding. Bookbinding comes in many shapes and forms. You get really fine design bookbinding, you get conservation binding, and I kind of refer to my style of bookbinding as upcycled bookbinding. So I'm really keen about keeping the skill and the craft of bookbinding alive. I really like the social element of workshops. I like seeing people learn from one another and share their inspiration. And I also get a real buzz out of seeing people achieve something. And I think books is a really nice craft for that, because you end up with a finished product at the end of it. So you end up with something finished that you can go on to use for whatever you're interested in. So these make really good sketchbooks, journals, memory books, travel journals, gardening books, recipe books. I've seen people use them for all sorts of things, and they make fantastic presents as well. And there's lots of opportunity to add decorative bits in there. So you can add kind of maps and photographs, things that are personal to the person that you're giving it to. So I'm really excited to see how you get on with the workshop today. And thank you very much for your support. If you enjoy the workshop, please do tell people about it. I run this business on my own, and I couldn't do it without you. So please spread the word, and I look forward to seeing what you make.